Surveillance footage captured the final moments of Chicago drill rapper THF Zoo's life. At 35, he was a legend, surviving multiple murder charges and dominating the drill scene, until it all ended suddenly in a parking lot. To understand his death, you need to know who Da Vinci Collier, aka THF Zoo, was. Born in Cabrini Green, Chicago's notorious housing projects, Zoo grew up in a world of violence and survival. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a mythical figure in drill, defying the odds until the very end. His rise from the streets to the top was as fast as his fall, marking the tragic end of a legend.
I was born in the Greens, I grew up in the Greens. You know what I'm saying? I got a name out there too, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to get in the field, but I was just doing bad shit. Little baby kid shit, you feel me? I came southbound when I was like mid-teens. My OG always been out south, so I've been knowing all my brothers that's from out south since I was a puppy, you feel me? My grandma still stayed up north. And my OG moved southbound when they knocked out our
The streets hardened Da Vinci from a young age. He wasn't just causing mischief, he was training for survival, shooting BB guns at taxi drivers, throwing rocks at cars, and releasing stray dogs to watch chaos unfold. This was his brutal introduction to the world. It wasn't rebellion, it was survival.
Shooting taxi cab drivers with BB guns, throwing rocks, going in the stove, snatching shit, running up out of them. I was bad as hell on the shorty. Man, so much shit I can't even think of. Like, I was just doing all bad shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, the little dog catcher trucks and shit when they be grabbing the little stray dogs and shit. I used to, you know, they got a little community in the Greens with the dogs, and I used to be letting the dogs out the bike when I was a shorty, man, bad as hell. Like, unlocking the little dog cage, letting their ass hop out the truck, chasing down the street shit. I was just bad as hell.
Zoo's life took a devastating turn when he was just 21. On May 24th, 2011, tragedy struck. His brother Gouda was killed in a gun accident at home, the weapon discharging and striking him in the head. The loss was crippling, but what Zoo revealed next would haunt him forever. In an emotionally raw moment, he opened up about a choice no one should ever have to make. This event would shape the rest of his life in ways most couldn't fathom.
Well, he was in the house, gun accidentally went off and shot him in the head or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's how he passed away. So like, wasn't nobody in my family, as far as the immediate family, was strong enough to bathe them and wash them up and get them prepared for the services or whatever.
The tragedy of losing his brother became the defining moment of Zoo's life. Even years later, he confessed he never properly mourned. Too busy being strong for his family, never giving himself the space to grieve. That unresolved trauma would eat away at him, driving him to substances as his way of coping. Zoo's criminal path started young. At just 13, he was charged with armed robbery, landing him a 4.5-year stint in juvenile detention. But that was only the beginning. Over the years, Zoo would spend more than 12 years locked up for gun charges and other offenses. His life, shaped by pain, survival, and the constant battle with his past, was never going to follow a conventional path.
Maybe more, maybe less, bro. Like, I spent a lot of time, man. I've been going to jail since a juvenile, since I was 13, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I tried to do the math myself, like just putting all the time together, the real bids and shit. It's like 12 out of my life, shit, then half of my life, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't get a chance to experience life for real till I turned like 12, 13, so like, hell yeah, I stayed in trouble as a shorty, man. That's all. I stayed in some shit, bro. Like, my background shot like a motherfucker, but like as far as being convicted, I ain't got no deep convictions, you get what I'm saying? I got two gun convictions. Both of them unconstitutional though right now.
Zoo's story takes a wild turn here. Despite a long criminal history, he beat serious charges like murder and armed robbery by mastering the legal system, picking juries and going to trial. In 2014, he was arrested for a 2009 murder, facing first-degree charges. But in 2018, Zoo walked free, inspiring one of his most iconic tracks. This wasn't just survival, it was defying the odds.
You know, I beat my body January 2018, and Vaughn beat this shit a month after. And Durk flew us down here, you feel me, took us shopping and shit. And I said it on my No Jump interview, you know, we was just really just in the basement. On Durk Live, we set a live up there, and they was like, damn, you Zoo and Vaughn just beat they murder a month apart from each other, y'all should do a song. And Buka and Ike was playing with a motherfucker like, man, y'all ass ain't no shit. Ooh, they telling y'all ass to rap. And Vaughn ass like, man, shit, call the engineer. So they called the engineer, you know what I'm saying? Man, Vaughn just let bitches playing. We ain't even write that beat about it. We just going back and forth, and that ended up being one of my...
Beat That Body with Fee to King Von, wasn't just a song, it was a statement. It turned into a street anthem, but it also painted a target on Zoo's back. The track bragged about beating a murder case, and cops took it personally. After it dropped, Zoo said police began tailing him harder than ever. Convinced he was mocking the system that couldn't cage him, Zoo repped THF, Trigger Happy Family, also known as Tay-Town Hustlers Family. A crew that flipped from the gangster disciples to black disciples back in the 2000s. Their territory stretched through Kenwood and Bronzeville, centered around 46th Street, and their name carried weight. THF was feared. Their biggest war, the one against Children 51. Young Money is still talked about as one of Chicago's bloodiest beefs, with whispers of over 100 bodies tied to it since it kicked off around 2008 after a McDonald's shootout. Zoo's name kept coming up in street stories, some true, some legend. They called him Top Shooter. He tried to leave that label behind, but on the South Side, your reputation follows you louder than your music ever can. Still, Zoo was trying to flip his image. Through Lil Durk's Only the Family, he started turning his life into music instead of headlines. The two had been locked in since 2008, their bond forged through cases, losses, and survival. Zoo never had a huge discography, but what he dropped hit heavy. Do It for Von. A tribute to his brother King Von, racked up over halfway to 44 million streams on Spotify. Mad 'Cause I'm Rich and While Get Backers pulled in another million combined, proving Zoo's voice was gaining traction beyond the trenches. His connection with King Von ran deep. They met around Panatu Kanor, bonded behind bars and sharpened each other's craft. Zoo once said Von's storytelling reminded him of Slick Rick, calling him the reason he ever took rap seriously. They stayed tight until King Von's death in 2020, and that loss broke Zoo. By October 2025, he'd built real momentum. 180K Instagram followers, 35K monthly Spotify listeners, and a growing catalog. His 2023 project, and a FO proved he could stand on his own, and his new single, Murder Story, racked up hundreds of thousands of views with almost no promo. But even as his music soared, the streets wouldn't let him. Zoo talked about moving his 7 kid out of Chicago, starting youth baseball teams and boxing programs, showing kids there was another way. Yet deep down, he knew, once your name's written in these streets, it's inked in blood. By fall 2025, Da Vinci THF Zoo Collier was a man split in two, father and rapper on one side, soldier and survivor on the other, trying to escape the same cycle he once helped spin. Then came October 26th, a normal Saturday, cool air, quiet streets. Zoo pulled up to a little village parking lot with 2 friends, maybe for car parts, maybe just killing time. But what happened next wasn't random. It was a wee setup. A car rolled up slow, doors flew open. Gunmen jumped out, rifles and handguns blazing. Witnesses say it sounded like war. 39 shots tore through the lot, 5 cars riddled with bullets. It was over in seconds. A father of 7, a Chicago legend, gone.
Hey, yo.
I just for the air, John, 464-987, 464-987, event 0764807648.
Damn, I mean, they got his ass.
Something boy.
Go ahead.
The vehicle looks like it may be a Honda Accord, newer model, like 2020. And the both shooters jumped in the passenger in the rear, one in the passenger, so there possibly at least 3 heads in the car.
3 victims were injured in the shooting, but THF Zoo wasn't so lucky. Multiple shots to his torso proved fatal despite medical efforts. His death sent shockwaves through the drill community. Hours later, surveillance footage went viral, showing the attackers approaching on foot and opening fire. The video contradicted police reports, raising questions about what really happened. The location, Little Village, wasn't THF's territory, fueling theories that Zoo had been tracked and ambushed. Was this part of the ongoing THF versus 051 Young Money feud, or a deeper rivalry? Zoo's death marked the tragic end of a life caught between violence and survival.
Don't know who this can be and who Mike can be, because the nigga be into it with so many people, you know what I'm talking about? Diss so many people, you know what I'm talking about? That's why it's not good to diss, because if you out here dissing, my nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You don't know where that fire can come from. You know what I'm talking about? If you out here dissing, bro, you might as well tuck yourself under a rock, hide yourself in the crib, or get some top flight security or something.
I just want to change a few people, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to knock no for what they doing or how they coming on their blocks, and I really don't get no if it don't concern me or my people, you feel me? But the streets gonna be the streets anyway, bro. I just really want to just, with the youth from 7 to 12, man, and just try to change their mind and give them a reason so they won't be easily influenced into the streets, you know what I'm saying? Give them something to do that they ain't had no chance to do, you know what I'm saying? Because we had a lot of shit to do when we was kids, you feel me? You don't see little 8, 9, 10-year-olds running this motherfucker riding bikes with pads and stunners on them and shit with mag wheels, you feel me? Shit, that little fun shit we did. 9-year-old probably shoot the shit out of another 9-year-old over the bike. This generation different, gang. Like,
The tragedy of THF Zoo is that he saw the problems, he knew the changes needed, yet he couldn't escape the very forces that killed him. Trapped by his reputation, loyalty, and the authenticity that made his music hit so hard, Zoo couldn't walk away from the life he'd built. To leave the streets meant abandoning the identity, the relationships, and the credibility that gave his art its power. Zoo's story is a haunting reminder of how hard it is to break free when everything you fought for keeps pulling you back. Click on the cards to see more stories like this.